Hi there, my name is Chesney Bullington and I am currently a graduating senior at MTSU from the Speech Language Pathology and Audiology department. So very exciting and uncertain time of life, which has so much joy and so much difficulty as well, but there's joy throughout those difficulties. So why do I want to work at the Bridge? Well, there are so many reasons. Firstly, I 1000% thought I was going straight into grad school. I applied to all of my programs, I got into every single one, but something just did not feel right, and I never felt at peace with the decision. I was on Zoom calls with all of the clinic coordinators. I was ready to just go forward and further my my education immediately. But once again, that feeling that just I didn't have peace over it, and ultimately, I know that I want to go back and get my master's because I want to be a fully practicing SLP. That's 1000% in the cards, but just not right now. So I spent a lot of time praying, and I sought so much counsel from a lot of the spiritual mentors I have in my life, and one of them is actually my current clinic coordinator. And we sat down and we talked about why I wasn't feeling that peace and where we really felt like God was leading me. And as we prayed, I just felt this overwhelming feeling that I needed to stay exactly where I was, which is not something I wanted to do. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a very on-the-go person. I like new things, I like new experiences, and I kind of am an adrenaline junkie when it comes to new experiences. So I was ready to move out west. Here I go. And God was like, no, I'm calling you to a season of stillness, and I'm gonna pour into you so that you can go out and you can do so much more than you ever thought that you were gonna do. And so then, of course, I took things back into my own hands when I decided to take this year to save and to really get myself back into a mental well-being, find a balance again. And I took it back into my control, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be an SLPA, which is an assistant, and that's what you can be with a bachelor's. And I started getting these job offers, and once again, that feeling of unrest, that unsettling feeling was still there, and I was like, this is not where God wants me either. And I remember Craig, he had reached out months beforehand, just saying, if you ever feel a call to ministry, let me know. And I was sitting there praying once again, just in tears, because I was like, okay, God, this isn't the linear path that I thought this was gonna be, and everything just is not going how I planned, and I'm trying to surrender this, but I can't help but feel like I need to control it all. I was praying, and I was reflecting on the times that I felt the most joy in my life, and while a lot of those were while I was providing speech therapy services or language services, the most overwhelming one was when I was a kids minister at a camp for a summer. And once again, one of the most arduous and difficult seasons of my life, yet how I saw God move. Oh my goodness, it was beautiful. And I could talk about it for hours and hours, but I'm already at 3 minutes and 20 seconds. But yes, long story short, the Bridge has always been my home, and even though I've lived in Murfreesboro and I haven't been able to go to the Bridge every single Sunday, I've been going to a lot of different churches closer here in Murfreesboro, just to save on gas and everything. It was always like a beacon, and every time that I did find myself near Columbia or Spring Hill, I always went back, and whenever I talk about my church home to others, I always say it's the Bridge. It's where I was baptized. It's where people first welcomed me into the Christian faith and where I first met Jesus. And it will always hold a special place in my heart. And I love y'all's mission. And I want to be a part of this staff, at least for a year. I know that it would be a blessing, and I would be seriously honored to even be considered for this residency program. So I'm at 4 minutes now, and you said 3 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short, but I would be beyond joyful and grateful to be here in this position, and I hope you guys consider me. And yes, I hope you guys have a great day. I don't know when you're watching this, but it's beautiful outside. So I'm going to go do some of my last homework assignments and final exams of the semester of my undergrad experience. And I'm already almost at 5 minutes. Okay, I'm done. Peace be with you.